Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we'll go behind the scenes with two of the major figures in an independent film that's going to be a blockbuster. It's about to hit theaters. It's called Corsicana. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I firmly believe that some of the most creative movies that are coming out these days are not being made on the left coast. They're not being made in Hollywood. They're independent films, and they're being made in the great state of Texas. To talk about that today, Amber McNutt and Billy Blair. They are both two major figures in the movie Corsicana. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us. Sir.
Very cool. Well, I am honored. Let's start with you, Amber. So you got the script how long ago? When did you start producing the show?
Robert Johnson approached me in July of 2020 and said we need to do a Western, and it just sounded so fun and so cool. And since he's in law enforcement, he's always known about Bass Reeves, who is a historical figure, a United States Marshal, and he used to be a slave. And anyway, he's just a real amazing person who had over 3,000 arrests.
Yes. Okay. Isaiah Washington, very famous A-list actor, was asked to direct this. What was that like, Amber, working with Isaiah?
Isaiah was amazing. He was very passionate about this project from the beginning. Originally, he was just acting as the lead, and then we approached him about being director because he was so passionate and knowledgeable about Bass Reeves. And it was the best decision ever. He was such a good director, and his background of being an actor, long-standing actor, you know, he's been around for so many years, he had such good experiences that it was helpful for his directing skills. He knew exactly what to do with all of the actors in the movie. He knew his background with Bass Reeves, so it was a great combination.
Okay, let's bring Billy into this. So Amber approaches you and says, Billy, I've got an idea.
Well, I knew what was going on when they were writing it. I got approached to be in part of the movie. So it was a smaller role to begin with. And I'm always, you know, humbled and appreciative when they offer me a role. And I'm always down to do it if I'm available. And then during I guess the whole process, I mean, there was, you know, a little move around on the casting side, and then I got bumped up to like one of the main villains, or I guess one of the gang members for the Donner Gang, guy's named Miller, the character. So she asked if I would do it. I go, yeah, I would do it. Are you kidding? Yeah. And I gave it 100%.
Okay, just so you have an appreciation for how well produced this film is, let's go ahead and roll the trailer.
What do you want?
Now that ain't no way to greet visitors.
Just keep on riding.
I don't think so, ma'am. We're gonna stay for a while.
Dawn in this gang hired, terrorized, and killed anybody that get in their way.
I assume you're a lawman?
Federal Marshal.
You leaving again now?
Wherever this dollar ball goes, he leaves trail of bodies behind. Men, women, children. They running around there and started shooting. If I don't stop him, I will have blood on my hands. I found this on the boy. He's been putting them on the victims ever since he killed your wife and your son. I'm gonna need you on my posse to stop him.
You know I'm ready to ride.
Big California. Sharpshooter.
Do you understand feels like to not know if you're hurt, dead, or alive?
Why did you become a preacher man?
To repent. I'm a killer.
We all killers, Sam. And some men just need killing.
A simple flank and shoot maneuver. You hit them from front as soon as they get through Eagle Pass.
Get the job done. Get the Hell Brothers land. Get back. You feel that? He's coming. Can I kill him now?
Who are you? Bass Reeves.
I'm absolutely blown away. I mean, this is first-class photography, directing, producing, obviously, acting. Amber, you have to be so thrilled at the finished product.
I'm so ecstatic. I mean, it turned out beautifully. We've gotten such amazing responses. We had a little sneak peek for the City Council of Corsicana and some theater owners, and our responses were just wonderful. They were so happy that we showed the landscape of how pretty Corsicana is. We didn't just do some regular Western where you're just shooting each other the whole movie. There's actually a story behind the movie, and it's not some brainless, movie that we've seen a lot of lately. I mean, it's just, you actually have to think, and you learn about a historical person who we can all look up to, and we learn about the Texas oil history. Oil was discovered west of the Mississippi in Corsicana, Texas.
I love it. And you're in the movie as well as an actress. What is your role?
Yes. I'm Becky, and I'm a mother and a farmer, and we get attacked by these bad guys. So my big scene's with Billy. And anyway, it was fun. It looks like a horrible scene, but it was actually fun to play. And these guys were such gentlemen. They were, "Are you okay? Sorry, I had to push you." And it was so nice. I mean, I worked with amazing people. Sure. I mean, I honestly could never have asked to work with better people.
Okay, Billy, do you like playing the bad guy?
I'm used to it. That's what I normally get cast as, the bad guy, and it's fun. I mean, because you could do hills and valleys with it, But yeah, I mean, I like it.
How does this project compare with other movies that you've been on?
Well, this one, I mean, I get to ride a horse. It's a Western. It's all, for an actor, he's got to experience doing a Western movie, because that's a dream for an actor. You ride the horses, you get to be dirtied up, just the way the lifestyle was back then, and you bring that to life. So yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Billy, what was the camaraderie like on the set? It's an independent film shot in a small town. Do you guys all get pretty close in I guess it was 1 month that you were filming?
Oh yeah. That's what I always say, like when you shoot many days together, there's a bittersweet at the end, because you don't want it to end. In a way you do, because you want the movie to be done and out. But it's sad to, you part ways for, everybody that you work with, you become close,
Sure.
And you want it to keep going.
So Amber, we always use sports analogies like a great football team. Everybody has a role, and everybody has to execute that role in order for that play to be successful. In a movie, really, every actor, actress, lighting, sound, directing, everything has to go seamlessly in order for the movie to be as perfect as you imagine, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. And I've got to add in there that Billy is in a band as well. And at the end of the movie, when you're watching the credits, it goes from our score into Billy's song. Yeah. And it's pretty cool. And it leaves you really pumped after the movie's over and excited. And it's something else.
When we're talking about like blockbuster soundtracks,
yeah,
it kind of has that feeling, like at the end of the song or at the end of the movie, and you get that good big hard rock song, kind of Southern style. That's what it is.
Well, I'm so excited. Okay, so one, let's talk about how people can see it. So Amber, how can people see it?
So on Thursday, on August 25th, we're going to Houston, and we've got our world premiere it's in Richmond, which is the Sugarland, Katy area outside of Houston, at Star Cinema Grill. We're showing there, and then starting the 26th, we're going to go have a red carpet event in Missouri City. Once again, it's outside of Houston area. And then Star Cinema Grill will be showing the movie for a run for a couple weeks, and then we migrate up toward Dallas area and the outskirts all around Texas. We've got some theaters in Florida, a couple outside of Chicago. Anyway, they'll all start showing it September 9th.
And then at home, if people can't make it out to the movie, when do they get to see it at home?
February.
February.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Okay, another question for you, Billy. I love it when everybody puts their egos aside. So Isaiah Washington, what was he like to work with?
Oh man, I mean, very passionate guy. I mean, like I said, he's an actor, and he's coming in as this is directorial debut. So to watch that collide together, I mean, it was just very interesting because you see the passion in both parts. But again, he's an actor, and so he's directing us. When he's directing each one of us, of what our history or background of the character is, you see the passion come out of him, and it's almost you want to cry watching it.
Really? And great directors get the most out of each actor and actress and says, hey, Amber, I think you've got more in you. Let's try that scene again. And I mean, is that kind of what happens?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he prepared us so much ahead of time. That was one thing that I, in particular, appreciated about him. He would talk to you before filming. And so a couple parts that I'm in, you know, we completed the first take. That's not normal. Usually you have to do it a couple times. I mean, but you know, we had numerous times throughout the whole filming that we were finished first take because he would talk to you before you got out there and did your role, and we felt so confident and so prepared for what he wanted out of us.
Well, that's what gave us the confidence, is that he's telling us the backstory of our character. Like he knew our characters, of course. So when he would give us that, it's like, oh, so now you know how to approach the character. Right. You know, it's just whatever he does. So now that's our job.
And have either of you had a chance to see it with others? Like, I mean, the final product is like, how does it play in Peoria? I mean, do the lines land well as you watch it with other people?
Yeah, I gotta say, after I brought some friends out and they watched the movie, they really hated my character. I go, man.
That means you did a great job.
I did my job.
Yeah, our scene has gotten a lot of attention, and we're getting good feedback for our characters, but they hate him, and they're all worried about me, and anyway,
we
they're
did
like,
our job.
yeah.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Did you have to tell your kids, now, this is just an act?
Well, my kids are in it. So,
oh, that's right.
Yeah,
your kids are in it.
By the way, the kids do not actually see me killed. I'm in the other room because they're totally different days that they filmed versus when I filmed. And so I had to go, I'm getting killed in here. Y'all are upset, because they wanted to laugh at Billy because they just love Billy as he's in this bad scene, since he's the bad guy. I don't want to say too much.
Okay, yeah, no spoilers. Okay, so final thoughts. Billy, what would you like to leave people with?
Well, do see the movie in theaters. You got to get that like old school experience. Check it out in the theater near you, and then, you know, you can download it and buy it for your home. Bring your friends out. This is a really good Western movie. I mean, you know, you got all of them, like, they're out there, but this one has that movie Seven kind of feel to it. So there's a little bit of like scary vibe to it. So you want to experience that in the big screen.
Awesome. Okay, Amber, we'll give you the final word.
I agree with Billy. It's just beautiful on the big screen. Our cinematography, Josh Shreve, our acting, everybody was so well cast. So just come out to the theaters and get your tickets and your popcorn and have a good time.
Awesome. You guys have been amazing guests. We're going to end with the website, which is corsicanamovie.net. Thank you both for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.